What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Rest Period After Dark. We had a little bit of a break last week. We had our bye week. We got a bye week, but I think this is week 13 or 14. I don't know. In the NFL, we got a lot to talk about. I got a lot of stuff to talk about. Obviously, I'm a Colts fan. If you guys have been watching, so yeah, it should be an interesting episode. Kyle's going to talk about the Bills. Goggins will come in later and talk about the Rams and maybe the Patriots. I'm sure we'll talk about the Packers and that
Oh
division and
yeah,
how it's
yeah.
shaking out.
Oh yeah,
Big win this week against the Bears. So it's a
yeah,
good game to talk about. But
yeah.
but yeah,
It's
let's
all
get into it.
it's all a lot of fun. Let's crack the polar.
I don't have anything because
Yeah. That's all right.
I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed to have
Hey,
anything.
yeah. Talk about your surgery quick, and then let's get football going.
Oh yeah,
Woo.
I got meniscus surgery tomorrow. Tomorrow morning. 8:45 is when I got to show up. I can technically eat and drink until 11 p.m., but I've just been sipping on like water. I haven't been eating any food since I stopped eating at like 7, so should be good. Should be a nice, just a meniscus trim, so it shouldn't be too bad.
We got to get Hulk back to 100%, so he can swim and run and do all the stuff, right? So
Yeah, so I can run, so I can continue to, you know, continue my journey towards lifting 3,000 pounds.
yep. He's not far off.
So
It's just so everyone's clear, right?
not far off. I'm not far off. I was pretty close to the 15,000 pound club,
Let's
the
go.
1,500 pound club.
Oh yeah, dude. Let's go.
So
What do you think, man? Do you want to start with your Colts? Give us a little.
yeah, I mean we can start with the Colts. I mean they're done. Is really all I can say. We're probably gonna finish the season with a pretty mediocre record. Probably gonna miss the playoffs just barely. We don't have a quarterback. Daniel Jones blew his Achilles. He's probably out. He's out for the rest of the season. He's probably gonna miss part of next season at this point. I mean, they said like 9 to 10 months to get an Achilles back, so he's probably missing the first like few weeks of next season. Anthony Richardson, if you didn't know, he hasn't been playing, but he fractured his orbital bone in warm-ups in a game this year, so he's not an option. And Riley Leonard got hurt in the same game last week against the Jags. He like banged up his knee, so we literally don't have a quarterback. We called up Andrew Luck. He
Yeah.
said no. We called up we called we we've been calling up other like quarterbacks from other teams. They've been saying no, but we got Philip Rivers in for a practice this week. He's gonna at the ripe old age of 44. He's gonna come in. He's gonna start winning games for us. Maybe, probably not, but yeah. I say we just scrap the whole QB idea and we just start running the Wildcat. You get JT back there. You get Tyler Warren back there.
Yeah.
Come on, I think that's our best shot. Honestly, think that's our best shot.
So you don't think they're going to win another game?
No, no, I don't.
Okay,
I
so
don't
they
think they're
get
gonna
the
win another game.
Seahawks. They got the
I
Seahawks.
mean, we literally have the worst possible matchup after all the injuries we just had and not having quarterback. I mean, we're quite honestly, we should just forfeit,
Yeah,
not even play.
yeah. The Seahawks are no joke. I mean,
We're
that's
gonna get
yeah,
we're gonna get smashed, and we're going to. It's in Seattle, so we're gonna get smashed. Like
yeah.
it's not even gonna be close.
Hey
And
man,
then we'll probably lose to the Niners too. I mean, maybe we can sneak a win off the Niners. Who
you know
knows?
what? Let's get the Colts. They're going to beat the 49ers. I don't know. I mean, I feel like they're going to figure something out.
Yeah,
You're talking like, hey, I get it. Indiana Jones, by the way, man, give him a prayer, right? Uh,
yeah, yeah. It's a
Indiana,
brutal injury.
Indiana. I hope you get better fast. That's brutal.
But on the bright side,
Yeah.
how about them Hoosiers? I
Hoosiers
mean, am
look
I
great.
right?
Yeah. Heisman
Big
Doza
Ten
looks
champs.
great. Dude, yeah, Heisman Doza looks great. I mean, Indiana Hoosiers all the way. I, I'm not an Indiana fan by obviously upbringing, but Mendoza and the way he does things and Signetti. Oof. So yeah, you got that man for sure. Like that seems
Yeah,
awesome. They beat Ohio.
it's a pretty incredible story. I mean, Indiana Hoosiers, I mean, they went from being like probably the worst team one of the worst teams in college football to winning the Big Ten in like 2 years.
Yeah,
Like that's insane.
Cignetti's a good coach, man.
And when you look at like the other thing I was looking at is when you look at like the grading for their recruiting class, like on their team,
Yeah,
they don't have like any 5-star
no,
recruits. They're all like 3-star, 4-star, 2 stars.
Mendoza like had no offers coming out of high school. He's really smart, good kid. Obviously, he's going to win the Heisman this year. He had like
Yeah.
no offers, so I mean, the message out to any kid listening, which not sure if they are, but yeah, just keep playing, right? Keep believing in yourself because I mean, yeah, obviously going back to the Colts, right? Indiana Jones was having a great year. He was a comeback story. That was like a comeback player of the year almost story in the NFL. But Mendoza, man, it's like he's going to be an NFL star, right? I really think that. I think he's going to be really good. I think what the Raiders or the Jets, they'll probably end up with him.
Yeah.
And that's either team. Like you have new head
Unfortunate.
coaches. Well, I'm wondering because it's like Aaron
Those
Glenn,
teams have a those teams have a
they have a bad
have a
tendency.
his
Yeah,
have a history of crushing young quarterbacks'
for
careers
sure.
early.
For sure. Yeah, no, you're right. But like if he gets to Pete Carroll and the Raiders, I'm actually like intrigued by that because
I don't think Pete Carroll is going to be the coach for the Raiders next year.
I
I
don't
think they're going to fire him.
you think so? Man, I don't
Yeah.
know. I
I
mean,
think I think I think Pete Carroll has chewed enough gum. I think they want him out of there.
that's fair. That's fair. But
Yeah.
yeah, we'll see what happens. But Mendoza's special. So yeah, dude, the Hoosiers. But
Yeah.
the Colts, let's go back to the Colts. They still have a good defense. They still have really good players on their team. I don't want to give up. I said this many times. I said the 49ers are done, in my opinion. They lost two all pro defensive players, and somehow that team is still winning. So, like, I don't want to give up on the Colts, Hulk, because the story's too good. And I know you're a fan and you've talked a lot about it.
Yeah.
Like, they still have Jonathan Taylor, do they not? Can we not run an offense through Jonathan Taylor, throw the ball less, run the ball 25 to 30 times. I'm telling you, man, we cannot rely on the pass. Like the Colts are not, I mean, they're even with Indiana
I
Jones,
think it's too predictable though, because like teams know that Jonathan Taylor is our best guy, and we saw the last like 2 or 3 weeks when Jones was limited in his ability to throw the
yeah,
football
yeah.
that we weren't winning games anymore because we couldn't get Jonathan Taylor going, and we couldn't get Jonathan Taylor going because teams could hang out more and like defend the run a lot more heavily because we had to lean more on that because Jones wasn't as mobile.
Oh, I agree. I agree.
And I think now it's going to be even worse because like we don't have a quarterback,
So
so
do you
we
think,
have to mix it up somehow. We can't just run the ball every single
well,
down.
so last year, can I just oppose what you're saying? Because last year, Jordan Love got hurt for multiple games. Malik Willis came in and we ran the ball 80% of the plays. We won both games. One was against the Colts. I still remember. And it's like,
Yeah,
I
that's
think
because the Colts couldn't stop the run
no,
that
no,
year.
for
Our
sure.
defense was terrible at stopping the run.
But maybe the bigger point is teams rely on the pass too much sometimes. I'm not saying Indiana Jones was not good, but like
Oh, I agree. I
actually
agree with that.
the last three games, and this is just my opinion, they once again they went back to a strategy of let's throw the ball too much. They weren't relying on Jonathan Taylor enough. Like they pulled carries from him, right? And I don't
Yeah,
know why that was. I mean, yeah, they're stacking the box. I get it, right? But you got to run the ball. You just have to run the ball. You have no other option at this point if you're the Colts. And if it works, you're like, holy cow, right? Like we have the best running back in the NFL. He'll figure it out. No, I mean, if there's eight guys in the box, I get it. Like, of course, the quarterback's going to say, hey, I should probably audible this play. But if I'm the Colts, that's all I got, man. Like, I'm not putting the ball in Philip Rivers' hands and saying, win the game, right? Like,
yeah,
I can't do it.
yeah.
I'd rather go down fighting with Jonathan Taylor getting 30 carries.
I
So,
think Philip Rivers has got one good game in him.
yeah. Yeah, and you're probably right. It's like, but dude, he could still get them to the playoffs. And I know that sounds wild, but you have Jonathan Taylor. You have
Yeah.
we talked about this how many times?
I said at the beginning of the year though, when we started the year off 7-0,
You were
that at this
worried.
point
Yeah, yeah,
at this point it's either Super Bowl or bust.
yeah. Yeah,
Like we started the season out 7-0. We went all in to get Sauce Gardner.
yeah,
Like it's either Super Bowl or bust. Anything else is a disappointment. So it's
yeah.
like just making the playoffs is just not good
They're
enough.
not winning the Super Bowl. Like,
No, no.
but can they win and make the playoffs? That's actually a hard question to answer, dude. Like,
Yeah,
that's not over, right? I mean, technically, they're right there.
because that's the
Yeah,
other shitty thing that happened is
yeah,
we traded 2 first-round draft picks to get Sauce, and he got hurt after 2 games.
yeah. He's out, and obviously Indiana Jones is out. I mean, you let's say this: they took a big swing, Hulk. Right? They took a big swing, which I don't dislike. But giving up 2 first round picks now doesn't look so good, right? Like
No,
because they're not going to the Super Bowl this year.
yeah.
So that was an
I mean,
all.
that could be a little bit of confirmation bias, but
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know. Giving up 2 first-round picks seemed a little steep, even for Sauce,
it was
because we also gave him Adonai Mitchell, who is like a pretty solid wide receiver.
I hate to tell you this. I just saw this fantasy update on Mitchell. He's like the number one targeted receiver now for the Jets, and he's had a few good games. So it's like I'm
Yeah,
actually very interested in the whole process of what the Colts were thinking. I'm not saying
yeah,
they're wrong. Obviously, Indiana Jones, you're not expecting that injury. Like,
yeah.
how can you see that happening, right? Um, but the Sauce
I
Gardner
mean,
things, it doesn't look as good as the Micah Parsons trade. It doesn't look as good as the Quinnen Williams trade, right? Like those are
yeah,
big trades in the NFL. The Sauce Gardner trade probably looks like it's the worst trade so far. But we're in the very short term, right? Like Sauce Gardner could be great the rest of the season. He could play great next year, and you guys make a run next year. So, um, yeah, I think that's
yeah,
actually like a long term play with Sauce because he's young still to me. Like he's still a great player. Uh,
yeah,
so I
absolutely.
don't mind that move. You're not getting many Sauce Gardner level players out of the draft either.
Yeah,
So I actually respect it. I just think right now in the short term it doesn't look as good as Micah Parsons or Quinnen Williams.
yeah,
But maybe it actually works out next year, right? So let's wait on that one.
yeah.
He's not a bust by any means, right? But
No, no. But like, I mean, honestly, getting rid of Adonai is not necessarily the biggest thing in the world because
yeah,
like
yeah,
we
you got
have we have plenty of good receivers.
yeah,
And we needed a guy in our secondary. I mean, I just think giving up 2 first-round picks was a little steep.
yeah, yeah,
Maybe 1 first-round pick in
yeah.
Adonai Mitchell would have been a better trade, but 2 first-round picks in hindsight now, like that's pretty brutal.
That's you're right. No, I mean Hulk. It was a swing and a miss this year.
Yeah,
Again, like it's so hard because the owner wants to win, which I love that, right? Like I
of
love
course.
an owner that's like, let's go. So I don't know. It's a hard two-way street on this one. Um, but I gotta say, like the Colts takes that you've had all season, you've enlightened me a lot. So like, it's like I wasn't thinking about the Colts before the season, other than our talks, right? And
Yeah,
it's been a fun year for them. Like, let's be honest, no one expected this. No one expected them to start like they did. And even if they don't make the playoffs, it's still like, wow, that was still real. What we saw was real. They have a great offense with Indiana Jones running the offense.
yeah,
So I'm not going to give up on them in the long term, man. Like, because one, and this is true too, Daniel Jones is a free agent after this year. This is the question that you have to answer. I mean, you can answer it, Hulk, if you want. What do you sign Indiana Jones to? What kind of contract? He's a free agent, man. Like I so he's not going to be available probably at the start of the year. Maybe he will be. I mean, it's a tight window there. You don't know yet, right?
yeah.
But like what are you going to do with him? Because
I think I mean this might come as a surprise, but
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I kind of think potentially the better move would be to cut ties with Daniel Jones and go all in on Riley Leonard.
Okay. Yeah, you like him?
cut, yeah, and then maybe use like I don't know, you use Richardson as like a trade piece or something.
Yeah,
Try to get like a try to get something out of him.
yeah,
I mean, maybe you keep Daniel on for another season or two.
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know how he's going to be coming off a torn Achilles, and I definitely think a lot of his struggles towards the end, like these last like few weeks, even before his injury, had a lot to do with the fact that he was dealing with a broken fibula, which kind of was hindering his mobility and his ability to move around and make plays because
yeah,
he is actually making a lot of his plays early on his feet.
for sure, for sure.
So
Yep.
so yeah, but I mean, it could also come down to teams were better prepared, teams were scheming for us a little bit better as the season progressed. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, probably ride with Jones for another year, see how he goes,
Okay.
another year or two. Maybe you sign him for like a 2-year deal, something like that.
Yeah, yeah. I'm actually with you. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
I'd give him a 2-year deal, but he
yeah,
lost money, Hulk, right? Like he could have signed. Let's say he signed before he got hurt. That would have been a pretty massive deal after what he was doing. He lost a lot of money, right? Like so,
yeah.
you're gonna
He
get
he
him
took a
on a
pay
deal.
cut. He took a pay cut to come play for the Colts, but
He took a
because
pay cut.
he
Yeah,
just got signed. I mean, he just got extended.
with the
Before he came to the
yeah,
Colts, he got extended by the Giants for like a ton of money.
yep, yep,
Right after his like really good season where he took him to the playoffs.
yep, yeah.
He got extended.
I watched the Saquon documentary. Right before Saquon got franchised, his last year with the Giants, they extended Daniel Jones that like same day. So he's made his money. Yeah, I mean, really. So think about it. Like he's made a lot of money already. So maybe
Mhm.
Daniel Jones says, "Hey, I like this cold situation. Why would I leave?" I'd actually maybe I'll put it that way. Like maybe he'll take a team friendly deal. One because he tore his Achilles, but two, wow, like he had a lot of success, dude. And you and I we talked about it a lot. We both thought he'd have success, but it's pretty cool that it actually happened, right? Like it's
Yeah.
cool that it all worked out the way it was supposed to. The only thing that I would say, and you kind of mentioned this, coming off an Achilles, Aaron Rodgers hasn't looked the same. We know that. He's older, I get it. Kirk Cousins' career basically ended. Like Kirk Cousins came back from that Achilles and he was a shell of himself.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
So,
that's what I'm concerned about with Daniel at this
yeah,
point. Is an Achilles tear is a pretty brutal injury for a quarterback.
yeah,
So and he's not even going to be able to play all of his next season. Like he's going to be out for a good amount of next season too. So who's that guy going to be? Like who is the guy going to be going in? I think it's going to be Riley Leonard.
yeah. Okay.
It's going to have to be, right?
Yeah.
So
Kind of that.
it very well might be the best decision just to cut ties with Jones now and focus on developing Riley because I don't think his injury is that significant. He might be out for like a few weeks, but
Oh, they said he's out for sure. Okay. Um,
yeah,
sorry.
I don't know if he's out for sure. I haven't been keeping that much tabs on it. I
That's
just heard
that's
that he was hurt.
that's okay. Yeah, yeah.
And I just figured the fact that we were bringing in Philip Rivers for a practice meant that they were concerned that Riley wasn't going to be ready for next week.
Yeah. I got you, man.
I mean, if Riley Leonard's ready to play next week, I mean, I'm a little less.
I don't know. I thought
Yeah, it was just confirmed a day ago that he has a knee injury.
yeah, but it doesn't say like long term, does it? I hope.
It says PCL sprain,
Okay.
which
Okay.
is better. I mean, it means it's not torn. It's
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
just aggravated. So he probably, I mean, he probably is back, and we might have him for the last 2 weeks of the season or something.
Yeah. Okay. So like Philip Rivers might be a quick stopgap for a game or two.
Yeah,
Um,
bring Philip Rivers in for whatever, a couple games.
yeah. Just survive against Seattle because that's going to be brutal. But I would run the ball, and I know it might not work, but like I'm just saying, like what else are you going to do, right? Like, dude,
Yeah,
I watch Seattle a decent amount. They are nasty. So I would come in with the game plan, run the ball like crazy, heavy just ball control offense, punt the ball, try to control them that way, right?
Yeah.
Which is totally a Iowa Hawkeyes. I've talked about the Hawkeyes, but it's a ball control thought, right? Like you run the ball, 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 throw it. Okay, we probably don't get many yards or we don't get many scores out of that, but we get field possession. Um, so we punt the ball, they get it at the 10-yard line. It's pretty hard to score from the 10-yard line to go 90 yards consecutively over and over and over. So that's what I would do if I was the Colts for this week, right? I just try to play that game. I'm not
Yeah.
saying it's gonna work, dude. I'm not saying it's gonna work the whole time, but I would just try to control them as much as possible and try to keep the game tight. And who knows, maybe it breaks your way because you're the clear underdog in this game, and that's because of the quarterback thing. But
Yep.
I still like the Colts, man. I mean, Jonathan Taylor's still there. You know what I mean? Like, so if the 49ers can keep winning with all the injuries they're dealing with, and the Chargers, man, the Chargers, we'll talk a little bit about the Chargers beating the Eagles, but dude, the Chargers have so many key injuries as well, and they keep finding a way. I have no idea how, but uh, yeah, so maybe who knows? The Colts could still win some games, surprise us all, and sneak in the playoffs. And
Yeah.
once again, I don't think they'll win the Super Bowl without a guy like Indiana Jones, but
Yeah.
uh,
I mean, I said this at the beginning of the season, but like it's unbelievable with the amount of talent we have around our quarterbacks that we're not a really good team.
yeah,
Like we got Jonathan Taylor, we got Tyler Warren, we got Michael Pittman, we got a pretty good offensive line. Like we should be really good. We just we just continue to have struggles at the quarterback position. Like and it sucks. Like it just feels like we're going back on the QB carousel now that Daniel Jones is hurt and we're like trying to figure out like who's that guy gonna be
yep.
in like the middle of the season. So it's like
Yeah, I feel bad for
yeah.
you. I mean, yeah, it's weird. Yeah,
There's
well,
just been no there's
right.
just been no consistency at the quarterback position since Andrew Luck left. And that's going on like that's going on like 12 years, 12, 13 years of
Yeah,
not having a consistent starter at quarterback. And it's tough. It's tough because it's like every quarterback's different and you got to scheme the offense around that guy.
yeah.
So, yeah,
Dude.
it's tough. I think I very well think the best decision might be let's go all in on Riley. Let's trade Anthony Richardson for I don't know picks or maybe we pick up another guy on defense. You know, I don't know. Maybe we trade with like the Browns or something.
Yeah, yeah. Get
I
some
don't know.
stuff going, man. Let's go.
Yeah,
Um,
I doubt they're gonna give up Miles Garrett for Anthony Richardson.
they might. No, they might.
They might. That'd be the trade of the century. That'd be the trade of the century.
The Browns are pretty smart, so yeah, they'll probably
They're pretty smart.
they're pretty smart over there in Cleveland. Uh,
Yeah. I don't know. Who are we gonna
Hulk,
trade with? Who
Hulk, what do
who
you
who
think?
would who would who would we
Bengals,
trade with?
Bengals, maybe. I mean,
The Bengals. I mean, we need guys on defense, right?
yeah, get Hendrickson. So I'm being somewhat serious. So Trey Hendrickson wants out of Cincinnati. He held out to the last second in Cincinnati. They finally signed him at the last minute. But
Yeah.
that's a guy that you guys could probably get over in Indy. He's a little bit older, and I understand like okay, you're taking a risk on an older defensive end, but he's pretty good, right? He's kind of like the DeForest Buckner style player, where it's like he's kind of over the prime, but he's still good, right? Like why not?
Yeah.
Why not, right? Like sign him still. He's maybe a 90% version of he like when he was in his prime, but that's still way better than what you have, other than the Latu. Uh,
Yeah.
so that'd be a
I
good
mean,
guy.
having another elite edge rusher
Yes,
would be nice because I mean
that's a,
we have Latu, but that's like it.
that's all you got. Yeah, for sure. And Buckner's
Yeah.
out, right? So like Buckner's
Yeah.
out right now. He's older.
Mhm.
But yeah, Hendrickson would make sense to me. Like it just makes sense. You need a quarterback
Yeah.
though. Let's be clear. Again, and you're saying it, you've said it many times, you need a freaking quarterback. So if they could
Yeah.
just figure out that
A,
piece,
a quarterback that's going to be there for a while.
yeah,
We need some consistency at the position.
like this guy,
I
Josh,
don't want I don't
Josh Allen. Come on, man.
every single season since Andrew Luck
Yeah,
left, there's been this question on who is the Colts quarterback? Who is the quarterback going to be?
I feel bad.
Every single season.
It's tough being a fan in that situation, right? Like,
Yeah.
you're like, I don't really know what's going to happen. And it's like, for me, Josh Allen, he has his up and downs, right? But like, he's going to probably win a lot of games, right, Hulk? Like, he's going to win games because he's Josh Allen. Burrow,
Yeah.
there's guys like that, right? Mahomes. And it's like, even if you don't win the Super Bowl, you at least know, like, I'll probably go to the playoffs. That's where, like, the Colts haven't had that since Andrew Luck.
Yeah.
Even with Indiana Jones this year, he had a great start to the year, right?
Philip Rivers brought us to the playoffs one of the years.
Philip did, but
We lost in the first round
we
though.
lost to the Bills because so you're at
Yeah.
Buffalo with Philip Rivers. He couldn't throw the ball.
Yeah.
He was 40 years old at the time. Now he's 44, by the way. I remember watching that game.
He had a pretty good season though. He
He had
just
a good
stopped
season.
playing well towards the end.
He fell apart. And I still remember watching him. He couldn't throw the ball in the playoffs. It was miserable. And it's
Yeah.
like this guy's 40, but he's way older than 40, if you know what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
okay, Aaron Rodgers still plays like he's, let's say, 35. Yeah, I know he's 42. Dude,
Yeah.
Philip Rivers, I still remember at that end of the season, and he retired right after. He just looked like he was 50, dude. Dude
Yeah.
couldn't move. He couldn't throw the ball. So I don't know what version you're getting of Philip, by the way, because what I remember, this was 4 years ago, was not great. But anyways,
Yeah.
at least he can run an offense, right? At least he can
Yeah.
come in and run an offense. He knows football. At least he can like hand the ball off. Because what else
Mhm.
is he gonna do, dude? Like he's not gonna go out there and sling it for 300 yards. We know that.
Yeah.
And the game's
It'd
at,
be nice. Yeah. It would be nice if we could just win our division for
and
once.
you still might.
We haven't won.
Like,
We haven't won our division. Like I always thought the Colts like dominated this division for so long because we did. We dominated this division for probably most of this division's history.
yes,
Um,
with Peyton.
but we haven't won our division since like 2012,
Okay.
2013.
Wow.
Since Andrew Luck left, we have not won our division a single year.
So it's been
The last time we won our division, Andrew Luck
Tennessee,
was the quarterback.
Tennessee
Yeah.
actually with Vrabel. They had a nice run. Jacksonville's had some
Yeah.
good years.
Houston's
had good
won it.
years.
Jacksonville's won it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean it's just like, of course they have, like, yeah, I mean Trevor Lawrence and C.J. Stroud have had their ups and downs, but they've had consistency at that
Yes.
position.
Yeah. They've been more consistent for sure.
So
Yeah, I think you guys will figure it out. It's I'm very interested if they sign Daniel Jones though. Yeah, because it's like I get what you're saying too though. Like maybe just cut him or let him go. And Riley Leonard has some potential. I actually think Riley Leonard's not bad.
yeah,
Like he played okay in that game, right? I mean, I know they lost, but I thought he played okay. Like he was not bad. So if you have a good backup that actually has potential,
yeah.
he's young, and they
I
could.
mean it was also his first taste of NFL football,
Yep.
like at that level, and he just kind of got thrown in the middle of the game. So it's
Yep.
like he probably wasn't like
Fully prepared.
he probably wasn't in like locked in like I'm ready to play this game.
He
So it's
wasn't
like
ready.
there's a potential that we start him the last 2 weeks of the season and he freaking
Balls
goes
out.
off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Balls
Good.
out.
Let's go with that. Why not? I mean, it's like I'd
Yeah.
rather be positive about the Colts and be like have fun with it because they've had a great season. I believe they're still in the top 3 offensive units in the NFL, though. So it's like, I know they lost the quarterback. I get it. But they still have guys, right? Like, they still have guys. They have things that are really explosive on the offensive side. So let's just assume they're going to play okay. Let's assume they'll be okay. They'll fight through this. And you're going to win.
My tune just changed like so quickly in like a week because
I
when
know.
we lost to Houston,
Yep.
um or maybe it was before we lost to Houston. I'm trying to remember, but whatever. I think it's when we lost to Houston. When we lost to Houston, I was sitting there like, it's not really time to hit the panic button yet.
Yeah.
We're still first place in our division. We just went on a 3-game road trip and we lost again. We lost 2 games.
Yep.
We had 3 away games and we lost 2. I was like, we're probably fine. But after losing this week to the
Yeah.
Jags and after all the injuries, I was like, all right, it's time to start hitting the panic button.
Yeah. I agree. I agree with you.
So
The panic button
yeah,
is hit. It's just whether they completely fall off the cliff or do they find a way to just win a game or two, right? If they win 10 games, they're probably not in the playoffs, unfortunately, because it's like that's how tough the AFC is. But at least they have a shot. If you lose all of
yeah,
them, for sure you're out, right? But uh, yeah, we'll see, man. I mean, maybe they pull one off. Maybe they shock us a little bit. I'm not going to give up on them, Hulk. And I know, but you're a fan and you've been watching these games closely. I'm
yeah,
going to view it from a different end of the coaching side of like, maybe this fires them up. Maybe this is a rallying cry for the team. And I'm serious, the 49ers, I think that happened. Dude, like when Nick Bosa and Fred Warner went out, I said they were done. That team rallied. I have no idea. I
yeah.
have no clue how they did this.
They have a quarterback though.
They they have a decent quarterback, but he's not great. Like
I don't know. Mac
no,
Jones isn't playing good.
no, Brock Purdy's
Oh,
starting.
Brock Purdy's back. Mac Jones was their quarterback for a couple games, right?
Yeah, he was in when Brock was out, but Brock Purdy's
Yeah, and
back.
he won. He won a few.
Mac Jones is pretty good. But like when you lose, honestly, it's like if the Packers lost Micah Parsons and Edrin Cooper, our middle linebacker, I would tell you right here, dude, I'm like, we're probably in trouble. Somehow the 49ers still win. And it's like, it's almost incredible how they have rallied around the team, right? So maybe
And
the
I said that. I said this so many you said like you said week after week that the 49ers are done, that
I
they're not
still
making
think they
the
might be.
playoffs.
No, I mean,
And,
I
and you're still
really,
saying that, and I keep saying that this is a gritty football team. They're gonna figure out how to win games. They're gonna get it done because that's what they do
yeah,
year after year. Every season, it feels like they're in this situation where like they have a bunch of guys that are injured and they just find a way to win. I,
they do.
I don't know how they do it, but they
Yeah.
just figure it out.
But they're the third
So
best team, like, and we've talked about this a lot, but they're the third best team in the NFC West, right? So
yeah,
it's just whether they got to win 4 games, and I don't think they're going to. Okay, so now they're probably going to be 11-6. That doesn't guarantee you get in the NFC, and that's crazy. Like that's how hard the NFC is this year. And it's kind of fun, obviously, but dude, it's like the 49ers, they don't have enough talent to win the Super Bowl this year. Of course, they have maybe enough to make the playoffs. But it's kind of like the Colts. It's like if you have Sauce Gardner and Indiana Jones out, you can't have these high level guys out and still win a Super Bowl. To
yeah,
me, that's why the Rams right now are the front runner because they have everyone healthy, dude. Like, at least for the most part, their stars are healthy. They have a few players I talked about that were out a few weeks ago, but it's like, yeah, that's how you win, right? You have all your
yeah,
stars, they all play. And the Seahawks are very similar. They're very healthy. They're very good. They have 3 losses. The Packers have 3 losses. They're pretty healthy. They're getting some guys back now and they're playing better. And everyone's like, oh my goodness. I'll remind everyone Lombardi said this, right? I told you guys that this would happen.
yeah,
But I'm still worried about the Packers only because, dude, we lost Tucker Kraft and he's out for the year. And that's a
yep,
big injury. That's a big injury, man. Like I hate to break it like that, but I still believe in the Packers, but I think that's a bigger injury than we're giving it credit for. So yeah, dude,
yeah,
if those teams stay healthy, obviously the Seahawks they're so good, I think. And we've said this a lot, but I
yeah,
think the Seahawks are still the front runner in the NFC because one, they get the Colts on. The Colts are a wounded dog here. Okay, I'm sorry. I expect the Seahawks to win that game. The Rams play the Lions. Um, I'm kind of expecting the Lions to give a huge fight to the Rams, and I don't know who's going to win that game. But the Lions, if they don't win, are out of the playoffs. Maybe like that's how big of a game this is for the Lions. So I really think the Lions are going to take a fight to the Rams,
Yeah.
and I don't know if they're going to win. I don't know, but I
It's
see the
crazy that
I
yeah.
see the Seahawks making that game against the Colts. Obviously, they're going to win it, even if the Colts stay tight, which I hope they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Seahawks are now looking at they're probably the 1 or 2 seed. You snap your fingers, the Rams are the 5 or 6 seed, right? So, like the Rams, we're all talking about NFC Championship and all this stuff. They quickly could be the 5 or 6 seed. Um, Goggins, woo! Let's
Nah,
go!
you're good, man. Let's go.
What I miss?
Oh, you missed
Oh,
everything.
we
You
were
missed
just talking
everything.
about the Rams. This is actually perfect timing. We
Yeah,
started talking about the Rams, and then you just show up.
Yeah,
we're talking about the Rams, Seahawks, actually 49ers, a little bit of
Rams Lions.
Packers.
Rams Lions, right?
We were getting into the Rams Lions game. Can you take it from here? Can you just quickly talk about
Yeah,
Rams Lions?
yeah. Lions easy win. Seahawks round 2 easier win.
Yeah,
The Rams are gonna. I mean,
I like
so
it.
I would say like weeks 1 through 12, the Rams grew because they were better than anyone thought, and Matt Stafford still had a little magic, and their receivers are elite. Weeks 13, 14, 15. What week is it now? Like 15, 14?
That's what I said. It's like 14.
Week
I think.
14 is
Yeah,
happening.
the Rams stock is growing now because they are one of few teams that are not imploding from injuries or just issues. Like they're
What about
they're pretty consistent.
Goggins? We took a bye week on that week, but can you talk about that game against the
No,
Panthers?
no, I can't. We're not talking about the Panthers game.
Can we, can
Everybody
we,
gets
can
one.
can we talk about that Panthers game, please?
I can't even talk because the Packers lost to the Panthers. One of those things, right? Like you're like, dang.
Yeah, I put that clip in the chat of Stafford getting picked off by the Panthers, and Goggins was radio silent. He had no response.
I'll
Maybe
say
he'll put something in his water because that
Yeah.
wasn't the Matt Stafford that I know.
he was
That
drinking some
Yeah.
rum that night. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
drinking.
That was a doppelganger. That wasn't Matt
Anyone get a
Stafford.
good look at that guy? Because I don't think that was Matt Stafford. That was
Yeah.
Well, let's stop it there. I mean, Stafford's the MVP of the NFL. So, I mean that game was. I mean, yeah, they lost to the Panthers, but Stafford is so good. It's fun to watch him, obviously, and he's elite. My only question is, do they beat the Lions? And I was kind of talking about this, and the Rams are favored. Obviously, I think the Rams are a better team than the Lions. But the Lions, if they lose, are probably out of the playoffs, Goggins. And I know Hulk, you've liked the Lions, and I think the Lions are very talented. That's going to be an interesting game, right? Like I think the Lions are going to play really hard. They're going to do everything they can to win this game. Every player knows how big of a game this is, but do you see it as an easy game? Is that what you're saying? Like you're really feeling like, hey, like we're going to blow them out, feeling, or what is it?
with the Rams.
Rams
I'm
Lions,
feeling-
yeah.
No, I mean the Lions are going to be scrappy. Their backs are really against the wall. The Rams just like they've showed up like every week, with the exception of the Carolina week. But Carolina's still like they're feisty. Um, I mean I think that there's a decent chance they'll still be a playoff team with the way the Bucks are
Yeah,
trending.
yeah, for sure.
So I wouldn't call anything an easy win at this point in the season unless you're playing like the Titans. But even they just won last week. But I don't. I mean, I still feel really good about the Rams. I don't know if you talk about the Packers, but like they're also
We haven't, yeah.
kind of like rise through all the bodies, right? Like they're still generally healthy, and I mean, it's kind of like you were saying early in the season. Like they have so much talent, and when you give it enough time, like talent does kind of tend to rise through the noise.
As long as it stays healthy, right?
Yeah, as long as everyone's healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the talent does, show up enough. It gives you enough of an edge, right? Like they're kind of it beats out all the
Um,
craziness of the NFL.
we're getting right into that time of the season where Matthew Stafford is due for his back injury.
Not gonna happen.
Get him on the walker.
Get those cortisol shots ready. We're giving him one every Monday, every Wednesday, every Friday.
Yeah, yeah.
Keeping that man on 2 feet.
Dang. Dude, he's special this year. I was so far off earlier in the year on him. He's unbelievable. Yeah, I don't know. What else am I supposed to say on the Rams? Hulk, what do you think of the Rams Lions though? Because I mean, you've been hot on the Lions all season. Do you think that Lions team comes through? Because I have a weird feeling the Lions give them a tough game. I just feel like that's I don't know, man. And I think the Rams are awesome. So
Is the game in
it's in
Detroit?
LA. It's in LA.
It's in
So
LA. It's in LA. No, I mean I think it's a close game. I think the Lions win it if they can run the ball as well as they have been with Gibbs and Montgomery. Like I think if they get I think if they can get that going, that 1-2 punch is pretty lethal for them. And then they have a tendency to be able to have pretty good passing attacks too. Like,
yeah,
but their passing game has taken a hit because Amon-Ra has got hurt. So
he came back last week.
he
I
did.
so I watched the game last week, and St. Brown was out against the Packers and got hurt. So he
Yeah,
came back to this last game, and he was making huge plays, dude. And I mean, I was like, dude,
oh really? Wow,
this guy couldn't even walk a week ago. So it was
that's
actually
crazy.
really shocking.
I thought he was still out because
I thought so too, dude. I thought he was
still. I thought he was still out because I started. Who did I start last week? I started Jameson, and he went off last week.
Yeah,
He had
James
like 6 or 7 catches. He had like a touchdown. And I thought he was getting more targets because Amon-Ra was still out. But
dude, I was shocked that he played. I mean, the way he looked after that Packers game, I thought he was out for a month, but he played.
yeah.
Played in that game,
Yeah.
so it was pretty impressive. So the Lions are 8-5. They're a game behind the Bears for the number 7 seed in the NFC. They lose this game, they're out of the playoffs. Clear as day. They're done. So, like the Lions, it's your season. You have to win this game.
Yeah.
By that, I think they're going to lose by a touchdown.
Well,
but
my guess is that they're not like officially out, but if they lose this game, it's no longer, they're no longer in control of their own destiny. They're going to be hoping that, this or that team loses and so on. So if they want to, keep control of their own destiny, they need to win this week. I think it's going to be a close game. I think with it being in LA, that's going to be tougher. It's probably a coin flip for me, quite honestly. I could see it going either way. It depends on what version of Matthew Stafford we get. If we get the Matthew Stafford that played the Panthers, probably going to see the Lions win by a heavy margin.
Yeah.
But if we see the Matt Stafford that we've seen for most of the season, they probably win it in a close one. I'll probably give it to the Rams by a touchdown.
Yeah.
Dude, I think the Bears should not be sleeping soundly. Like I think they might be out of the playoffs.
They are the 7 seed. You're right. I mean, I think you're right. I think
that's crazy. That's crazy because they were just winning their division before they lost to the Packers.
That's
they
how
dropped
nasty.
all.
The NFC is nasty. It's like every team is good. There's 8 to 9 good teams. Like,
well, yeah, and then there's 2 10-3 teams in the same division.
I know.
The Rams and the Seahawks are both 10-3.
Well, think about it. If the Rams lose, Seahawks win, the Bears win.
That's crazy that a wild card. That's crazy that because of the way that division works out, one of the teams fighting for a wild card spot is going to have like 11 wins, 12 wins.
Oh, dude, yeah, it's going to be a nasty finish if these teams keep winning like they have. I don't know, man. It's crazy. And mind you, the Packers have the Broncos, the 11-2 team. Like, it's not an easy walk for the Packers. It's not an easy walk for the Seahawks. It's not an easy walk for the Rams. The Bears are definitely on the line. I think they're going to have a tough finish to the year. The 49ers we talked about, they're the third best team in the NFC West. They might still get in. So it's like it's a crazy end of the year, dude. It's like, wow.
We just say I think the Broncos are the second worst 11-2 team in the NFL this year, but they're also the second worst 11-2 NFL team that I can remember.
Yeah.
The Broncos and the Patriots don't. Their records, I think, are deceiving.
A little bit.
I don't think the Broncos are that good.
I don't think they're 11-2 good. They're
Yeah.
not. They're not the Rams. I mean, the Rams are legit. Like they're freaking blowing teams out, right? And
The
Seahawks
Broncos are frauds.
You
Mark
think
my words.
I don't
They're
think they're
frauds.
frauds, but they win games, right? Like the Chiefs last year, we all called them like. I mean, I was calling them kind of a fraud, and they went to the Super Bowl, and I was like, I get it, it's the Chiefs, but they just win games, and there's something to that, right? There's a magic to that. So, dude, I gotta say the Broncos scare me only because their defense is good, and we're in Denver. Yep. The Packers got to travel to Denver, which I remember many games where the Packers suck in Denver. Aaron Rodgers is like, I don't know, he's chucking interceptions all over the field to Denver. So I'm not super confident in this game. I would not say that it's a game where it's like a clear favorite on our side as a Packers fan. Denver's not as good as the Patriots, though, for sure. They're not as good as the Rams, Seahawks, go down the list, but it's hard to play in Denver, dude. It's hard to play. Like, have you guys been to Denver and gone on a run? It's like
it's hard to breathe. It's hard to breathe up there.
Yeah, it sucks, man. So that's what concerns me about the Packers. I'm not saying they are going to lose, but it's definitely not an easy win. So
put an oxygen mask. Put oxygen in their helmet.
Yeah, dude. Give them all the oxygen they can get, man.
Yeah.
Well, we gotta talk about Jordan Love quick too. So Matthew Stafford's having a great season, obviously. Okay, Jordan throws this terrible interception, and I get this text from Goggins that says
typical Jordan Love.
No, I mean this guy sucks, man.
Classic Jordan Love. Classic.
But then he comes back.
Certified Jordan Love classic.
And then he comes back and deciphers the defense and dominates the rest of the game. He made a boneheaded throw. It was bad, but he's a good quarterback, right? So like he has proven over and over, like his stats are clearly great. His QBR ranking is great. The Packers are 9-3. There's the number 2 seed in the NFC. I don't think he's as good as Stafford. I'm not saying that, but I do think he's a really good quarterback. What I love is Christian Watson, though. Did you guys see that? Like Christian Watson's breaking away from guys. Like
that was by the way, Christian Watson was the biggest steal in fantasy football history.
Yeah, dude. Like
I just absolutely stole him off the waivers.
And dude, he's a monster. Like Christian Watson is a monster.
I started him this week, and that was a big reason why I won.
There you go. I don't know. I mean, it's a great pickup on your side.
Yeah.
Like.
I'm not making the playoffs though. I'm like a miracle will have to happen. I'm 2 games behind now.
Pandemonium. What happened, dude?
I lost like 2 weeks in a row. I came into this week 6-7, and I'm now back to 500.
6-7. I got you.
6-7 exactly. I came in at 6-7, and then. And then I won, so now I'm 7-7. But
yeah.
The
old head's not even talking about his fantasy.
In order to slip into the playoffs and get off the bubble, you
need a miracle.
I need to close a 2-game gap.
Your commissioner needs to slip you in there somehow. I got you. I'll try to figure that out, Pandemonium.
Maybe I can slip into that 5th place spot, and we could just let top 5 go to the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm gonna change the rules real quick. All right, change.
Maybe what we'll do is we'll do top 4, and then we'll have a wild card.
Wild card.
I can be the wild card team.
We'll play your way into that series. I get you.
We'll base it off of who the team that has the most points but is not in the top 4, and that's me. That's me.
Bro, I'm a contender for that one. I'll tell you that. Look out for me on point 4.
Goggins scores a lot of points. It's not like his team's not trying, man. I don't know.
Goggins didn't score a lot of points against me. Goggins scored very little.
Dude, the previous week he had a monster game.
We have bad defense, man. Terrible defense.
Yeah.
I do want to circle back though on this Jordan Love conversation.
Yeah, I'll give you 5 minutes on this to
Yeah.
let yourself explain your
I only need like 30 seconds. Jordan Love, he will make 1 to 3 plays a game that are just atrocious, like boneheaded. Like, is he even? You gotta wonder. We gotta test his vision. We gotta test his. What do you get on the Wonderlic? You know, let's. But no, so 1 to 3 plays a game, terrible, and then the rest of the game, it's like decent, like not a
Decent.
not elite, decent.
Dang, dude.
So, but no. I mean, I'll give him better than like he's solid, right? Like he's probably whatever, maybe 8 to 10 ranked quarterback in the league. Besides the 1 to 3 plays that he's good for every game. So it's all going to come down to like the timeliness of those plays for the Packers, because they can get through. They can make a run in the playoffs as long as he's making those mistakes like early in games. But it's just if that pick he threw, if that happens in the fourth quarter in the playoffs, like you're done.
Yeah.
You can't make that play. And he's, like the games they've lost, it's just like it's a
That
bonehead.
Cleveland pick, right? That Cleveland interception. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get no, I know what you're saying. I'm just giving you grief, but there's definitely a lot there. And I know your text made me laugh because I was actually like I was laughing, Goggins, because I understood what you were saying. But the only thing that I would say is we have Josh Jacobs. Dude, I mean, I love that guy. Like I love how he runs the ball. Christian Watson's awesome. And actually, like Jordan Love, to me, you're right. He makes some bad throws, or fumbles here and there, or these little plays. Like before he threw that pick, you remember he got sacked. It was like a 15-yard loss, right? And then the next play he throws that pick. So he had 2 really bad plays in a row. The only thing that I would say is I really like the fact that he stays cool. And I don't love that he's making these mistakes, obviously, but at least he stays cool. He comes back and he plays well the rest of the game. But yeah, I agree. I know what you're saying. I would love if he would stop doing these dumb things, right? But I still think he's good enough, right? Our defense is dominant. And I think Jaden Reed and all the guys, right, Goggins, that we got back, it's like I'm pretty happy with all the talent. I said it in the preseason, like I really thought the Packers team, it was the most talented team in the NFL. I still think that. Do I think that Love is as good as Stafford? No, right? Like I think that's pretty clear. I think the Rams have Puka and Devontae, which is the best group of receivers. I mean, that's crazy. Like they're so good right now. But like I think our defense is playing really well. Micah's playing well. But on top of Micah, we got other guys playing well. I think there's a lot of guys on our team that are playing pretty elite football. So I'm going to kind of stick with that. I think the Rams are the best team right now in the NFL, right? The Seahawks are right there. Packers are right there. You're going to hate this, but the Bills are right there because what I've seen the last 2 weeks has changed my mind on the Bills. And I was upset with the Bills. No, I was upset with the Bills. I actually was. And I told you guys, like, strategic mistakes, right? Strategic mistakes over and over and over. And they're finally freaking doing what I mean, actually, like we were talking about this on this podcast. They actually adjusted and did what we talked about. And now they're winning games. So it's like it's kind of nice to see them change that.
They letting Cook cook.
They're letting Cook. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, they literally listen to what we said. And it's like, I know they don't listen to our podcast, but they did what we said and it's working. So I don't know. I think Buffalo is super dangerous, and no one other than me is maybe saying this in the media, but you guys like Buffalo too. And I know it's been a thing all season, but I really think they're finally figuring out some stuff with strategies. So yeah, Josh is playing better because guess what? He's like, I don't have to do everything, right? Which I like. I like him doing a little bit less and just making plays when he needs to. And it's working. So,
Yeah.
hey, I'm happy for another week here, I guess.
I think the AFC is wide open as well with what's been going down in Indy.
Who's your favorite?
Hulk. Sorry,
Let's-
I mean, I haven't taken a moment and just acknowledged
Yeah.
what our friend Hulk is going through these last few weeks. But hey, Phillip Rivers, man, get him in there. when all else fails, lean on wisdom. So get
Let's
Phil
get
in there.
let's get Rivers in for. We were talking about this before you hopped on, Goggins, but we had like the first 30 minutes we were talking about the Colts, but
Actually,
I
it
can
was awesome talk. So go on.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
I'll watch it back.
I think Philip Rivers for he can be our sacrificial lamb for the Seahawks. We'll
Yeah.
sacrifice him to this to the Seahawks, and then we're gonna go all in on Riley. Let's go all in on Riley.
Yeah.
Let's get him. Let's get his knee healthy. Let's have him for the last 2 weeks of the season. Let's go. Let's ride.
But imagine Phil coming back to the league and just picking apart the Legion of Boom.
That would
Week
be
one.
insane. That'd be insane. I would
We are,
The Colts
I'll bow down to that, man.
Goggins. The problem is I've already seen this movie. I've already had Philip Rivers on the Colts. He was our quarterback not too long ago. We've had so many quarterbacks. Philip Rivers was one of them, and he's now coming back a second time. I don't need Philip Rivers again. I need a quarterback that's going to be there for like 5 or 6 years.
I said a prayer for Indiana Jones, Goggins. That's how bad it got on here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we're
Like,
not sure what happened.
Daniel's going to be out for like 9-10 months. Like
Yep.
he's out for the season, and he's probably missing the first 3 weeks of next season. Like
Yeah,
we are in trouble unless we go all in on Riley. That's what I'm saying. Let's trade Anthony Richardson. Let's get like some defensive guy. I don't know who we're going to trade with. Let's get someone on defense, and let's just go all in on Riley. Maybe we draft like a late round like quarterback as like a backup.
Yeah, for next year.
And then we just go all in on Riley.
Daniel Goggins, you missed this talk, but Indiana Jones is a free agent, so like the Colts in theory could just let him walk, right? And that's crazy,
Yeah.
but
might. Yeah.
And quite honestly, I don't think that's like a terrible thing to think about.
yeah. Hulk was just saying Hulk was saying Riley Leonard is maybe the future, and he's probably right. They're probably not going to sign Daniel, at least until he's healthy. But.
Well, the problems that I see with Daniel now is because he's going to be missing like the first like 3 weeks probably of next season, 3 or 4 weeks of next season. Like that means what? We're going to start Riley for the first 4 weeks, and then Daniel gets healthy, and we just pull him and put Daniel Jones back in. I don't know if that's the move, especially when he's just coming off an Achilles injury. And then it's like if he's going to be a free agent and he's going to be missing the first 4 weeks of the season, is it really smart to extend him and give him more money? I don't know.
And Jonathan Taylor's window. I mean, Jonathan Taylor's probably got 2 to 3 good years left if he stays healthy.
Yeah.
He's aging. You gotta. They kind of gotta move quick. And I kind of like the strategy of like give Phil 1 week. If we beat Seattle, leave him in there and try to make it to the playoffs.
We're not beating Seattle, but yeah.
Where there's
that's a pipe dream.
Yeah.
I like Goggins for his head.
If we lose to Seattle, give the ball to Riley. Like just give him a couple of weeks of just prep.
I'm thinking we have Phillip versus Seattle and the Seahawks, and Phillip has one like spectacular game against the 49ers, and we win that game, and then he leaves. We send him back to send him back where he came from, right back to retirement.
Man, that'd be so awesome, though. Come on, Philip Rivers out of nowhere.
Yeah. I want to see Philip Rivers sink the Seahawks, man.
Yeah,
that's
you damn Rams guy over there.
That's what it
Hey, how about this? How about this? We'll bring in like a pinch hitter in baseball.
Yeah.
We'll have Matt Stafford come and play for the Colts just so that we can beat the Seahawks.
Yeah, just for one game. Just for one game. Come on.
No, dude, honestly, with Phillip, you got to put him back in the shotgun. You can still put Riley in there, and he can take the ball and walk it back to Phil. And Phil the ball and then throw it. That's not a bad strategy because I don't think Phillip's dropping back. But I think that once you get the ball in his hands, he's still got that,
Yeah.
He
can't move. He can't move, but once he gets it out, yeah, he's good.
I was saying that another option is we just run the Wildcat.
Yeah.
We just have
Warren.
Jonathan Taylor back there taking the snap, Tyler Warren back there. Like, come on, like a little Pop Warner football.
Dude, who's to say that
Mix it up.
can't throw
Mix
the
it
ball
up. Do
too?
some
Yeah.
ton of trick plays. Ton of trick plays.
Reverses.
Weird
Hook and
formations.
ladders. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, let's go.
Start with the hook and ladder to open the game.
I can tell you one thing: Seattle is not prepared. Is not going to be prepared for that.
No.
That's not something they're going to see. That's not something they normally see. So
Yeah. Well, dude, if the Colts weren't playing with house money before, you most definitely are now. So
yeah,
anything from here is all upside. So
yeah.
might as well get exotic with it.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced that's not our best bet. Is just to do that rather than bringing Phillip in.
Yeah.
I do think the old guy's got at least one good game in him, though.
He's 44, Hulk.
I think he's still got some magic in there somewhere.
He's got some
He's
magic
gotta,
toes. Come on.
you just gotta wring it out of him.
Dude,
One
the
more game,
arthritis-
Phillip. One more game.
Your
Damn,
arthritis isn't setting until Monday. He can go through the ringer. He doesn't have to walk again. He just one good Sunday. That's all they need.
Yeah.
that'd
We
be
just-
crazy, dude.
We just
I
need
mean,
one any given Sunday. Just one. Just one
if he
any
wins-
given
if he
Sunday.
wins- if he wins this game, I don't know. That would actually maybe they can make the playoffs. Like that's a big deal. I mean, I don't think they're going to win this game, but holy cow, Phillip Rivers. This is a story of the year, man.
I mean, winning one of these games would be nice, but
Yeah.
we need to win the last two games of the season, which are both division
Houston,
games.
Houston,
Jags in Houston. We have the Jags in Houston one more time. We got to win those. If we win those, we'll probably slip into the playoffs. If we lose, probably gonna miss.
Yeah. And really, you
So-
need Jacksonville to lose one or two games outside of the game you're having with them, right?
Yeah.
Is there 2 games ahead of you now?
Yeah.
Technically,
No.
Beat
No,
you?
no. We're technically we have the same record, right?
No, I think
Or no?
you have one more loss. Yeah.
Oh, they're a game ahead of us now.
No, you're 2
They
games
just beat us.
behind because you lost to them. So you're 2 games behind because of head to head. So you
Yeah.
got to have them lose 2 games. Wow, man, that's going to be. Yeah, I mean it could still happen, right?
Yeah. Well, we still get to play them one more time too, so
You got to take them
we
out.
we can beat them. We can beat them, and then it'll even the score, and then it won't be.
Yep.
The Colts got to win out, and they got the Seahawks, Niners, Jags, Texans.
Talk about a nasty schedule. Yeah.
We're not winning out. We're not winning out. We're gonna lose at least one or two of those games.
Yeah.
We need to beat. If we beat Jacksonville and Houston down the stretch, I think we at a minimum get a wild card spot.
Dude, I think 10 wins would be a good season at this point.
Yeah.
For Indy.
Yeah.
I
For
think
the
like
for sure.
yeah, with 10
Yeah.
wins, I think that still gives you probably like a 50-50 shot of making the playoffs.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the bottom of the AFC is the Chargers.
This feels like the conversation I have every single year with the Colts. Literally, I thought it was going to be different this year. I thought we were going to just be like the clear, division winners. But it's like again, I towards the end of the season, I'm like, oh,
Hulk
we can
even
win.
warned us.
We can win this game. We can lose this game and still make the playoffs if we're 9-8 or if we're 10-8.
Yeah,
Goggins, he warned us, didn't he? He said we're going to be 8-9 or 9-8.
Yeah, I said this. when we won the first 7 games. I'm like, the
Like,
worst thing they can do to me now is just start losing.
Like, no, Hulk, we're going to win this thing. We're going to win.
you really got the perfect storm though, with the schedule and the injury and the just momentous first half of the season. Like,
And of course, the NFL does this to us too, where they backfill our division games to where like we have like 4 of our last 6 were all division games. We started to play the Jags twice and we started to play Houston twice,
Yeah.
all at the end of the season.
Well, they made
Yeah,
your
and
schedule
all-
extremely hard at the end. Yeah. I
I
mean,
was gonna say,
Yeah.
like once those guys got it together too, because like playing the Jags week
Yeah.
3, week 4, a different football team than they
Texans
are.
were different at the start of the year. Because
Yeah.
the Texans are 8-5. They're the 7th seed right now. The Colts are 8-5. They're the 8th seed right now. Yeah, so
Yeah,
you guys,
bubble.
you
On
got
the
to
bubble.
slip on. You got to slip on up there. I mean, really, the Jaguars.
That's what we are. We thrive. We thrive on the bubble.
Yeah,
That's what we
No,
like.
You do, dude.
I'm right back. I'm right back in my comfort zone on the bubble.
So we got the Broncos at 11-2, 1 seed. Patriots are 11-2, 2 seed. Jaguars 3 seed at 9-4. Steelers are the 4 seed at 7-6. The Chargers are 9-4 at the 5 seed. The Bills are 9-4 at the 6 seed, and the Texans are the 7 seed. I see the Bills. This is dumb, but the Bills and the Texans are the two best teams in the AFC left. I don't see the Patriots and the Broncos they're not going to win the Super Bowl. The Jaguars are pretenders. The Steelers are way overrated. Obviously,
You think the Jags are pretenders?
I think they're pretenders, dude.
Wow. I think the Jags are pretty good.
They're pretty good, dude. They caught Daniel Jones when he was hurt, though. I don't see that being the team to beat, right? Like, this is the team to beat, the Bills. And the AFC. Like, the AFC to me is so funny right now. The Bills, by the way, are almost unbeatable in December. So they're 9-4 right now. I'm going to just throw it out there just based on the odds and the past history. They're going to win at least three out of the next 4. They're going to end up being the 5 seed. They're going to be the best 5 seed, anyone's ever seen. Dude, I just think they're the best team in the AFC. The Patriots are good, though, man. I think the Patriots are actually legit with Drake May. And we'll see on the Packers. Can the Packers beat the Broncos? I don't know. Obviously, if the Packers beat the Broncos bad, that'd make me feel a lot better about the whole thing. But dude, they're 11-2. It's kind of like, man, I
got Pats Bills play.
Bills.
Well, they won't be in the. Is it possible? Can they be in an AFC Championship game? I don't know how that works.
It depends on the seeding.
On the seeding.
Yeah, so if we're the 5 seed and they're the 1 seed, right now they're the 2 seed. Yeah, they could line up and play before the AFC Championship. Yeah. But it's like they play this week, so the Bills Patriots play this week. And dude, the Bills in the past at least have been almost unbeatable in December. If they lose to the Patriots are for real. Like
unless it's against Patrick Mahomes in the AFC Championship game, they're unbeatable.
And the Chiefs are done. Dude, the Chiefs are done. So that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. The Bills are clearly the favorite in the AFC. And Vegas is actually they're showing that. Vegas is saying the Bills are the best team in the AFC.
I agree. I think that's probably true. But I do think the Patriots are legit.
Don't let them play a hero ball, Hulk. You get me?
Yeah. I think if the Bills play like the Bills are supposed to play, they probably win it and go to the Super Bowl. But I could see them losing to the Pats or Denver if they play like a bad game or something.
Yeah. Hero ball, right? Just stop doing hero ball. Like run the ball. Yeah. Good strategy. But I will say, if the Bills do lose to the Patriots this week, I'm going to change my tune slightly because I'm saying right now I think the Bills are the favorite in the AFC. That's based on past history. Like, the Bills are 12-1 in their last 13 games in December. Dude, if the Patriots beat them, that tells me a lot. Like, the Patriots are legit if they beat the Bills. So,
yeah,
I'm not sure yet. We got to watch this game. I'm not really sure what's going to happen, but
imagine this Patriots team gets to 15 wins.
I mean, I got to give them the legit then, right? Like, I can't sit here and say they're not legit. I mean, it's like Drake May is awesome. Drake May is awesome.
Could you imagine 15 wins, they make it to the playoffs and lose in the first round?
Well,
or 15 wins, they get a bye and then they lose right away.
I mean, God,
that'd be so anticlimactic. That would be the worst.
Dude,
can I remind you that Mike Vrabel does that every time he goes?
And I know that Goggins is kind of convinced that that's probably going to be the case.
I don't think they're that legit, but there's just so many ways these next 3 months can go for New England.
Oh, for sure.
There's a world where they just get hotter. Drake May is dominant, and suddenly they're really contending, and it's like, what happened?
Like, what happened this year? Yeah.
Yeah,
if they beat the Bills, I'm done.
Teams.
They're legit. Like, if they beat the Bills this week,
That's why the Patriots are so weird because their schedule's been so easy, but they've also run through it. So it's like you don't really know.
And they beat the Bills though at Buffalo, Goggins. They beat Buffalo at Buffalo.
Yeah.
So I still I'm a little worried. Damn, are they really back? And they seem to be back to what they were. But I don't know. Drake May's really good. So I just really hope the Bills play well. Drake May plays terrible. Throw 5 picks. You know what I'm saying? Just hand us the ball, like Joe Burrow did. Joe Burrow just handed us the ball. You know
There's
what I'm
some conspiracies. Yeah. There's some conspiracies out there that Drake May is a Tom Brady clone. Have you heard about this?
No, I haven't.
I was seeing some. Apparently, Tom used to go down to North Carolina quite often, and might have been hanging out around some genetic testing labs. And people are starting to ask where this Drake May guy
Where
came
are
from.
you seeing this? Where are you seeing this? I didn't see this. Where are you?
I have my sources. I can't.
You have
Just
my inside sources.
Google is Drake May a clone of Tom Brady? There's some reputable evidence out there.
I'm a
That's
little
crazy.
worried. I'm a little worried now. I'm like, didn't Tom Brady clone his dog? This is a real
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn
he
it!
did.
This cannot be real.
I'm just saying.
The Bills just lost for the next 20 years. I'm miserable again.
But if they cloned Tom Brady, he wouldn't be an adult at this point.
You don't know what they put in that DNA. All I'm saying, I didn't read the TB12 method. I don't know what was in there. There might have been
Yeah.
some crazy stuff.
He wasn't a clone. They just injected his genetic material into him so that he developed the same skill sets.
Yeah, they gave him some Brady stem cells.
Yeah.
Give him a Holmes, make him a clone of some type, and put him right next to us. And Buffalo needs a break, Goggins. You understand? Buffalo needs a break. I'm tired of Tom Brady and Mahomes. Get rid of these guys. I'm tired of it.
Tom Brady and Mahomes.
That's the last 25 years of my life. Stop it.
Let's take Lamar. Well, if we're gonna do some genetic stuff, let's take some Lamar stem cells, some Brady stem cells, and some Mahomes stem cells, and put them into a one quarterback. Whew.
That'd be nasty.
That'd be nasty.
Do you want a running quarterback like that guy?
The speed of Lamar, the pinpoint pocket passing of Tom Brady combined with the improvisation of Patrick Mahomes. Oh my goodness. I mean, that's the perfect quarterback.
Put him on the Colts. You understand me, Hulk?
Yeah.
Put him on the Colts. I'm tired of this.
And then put him on the Dolphins so that the Bills could suffer for put him on the Dolphins.
If you put him on the Dolphins, I'm quitting. I'm not talking NFL anymore.
Yeah.
Dude, how about can we talk about the Dolphins for a minute? Because
go into it, yes.
Imagine the Dolphins backdoor a playoff spot. I'm just saying.
They're 6-7. 6-7. 6-7.
Can you imagine that? I mean, that is
backdoor.
What are the odds? They're a current 11% odds to make the playoffs. That's
crazier things have happened.
Pretty low. The problem with the Dolphins is they lost to the Bills. They lost.
Hey, the Chargers. The Chargers have been playing well too. They just beat the Eagles.
Yeah. Yeah, that game was not. Was that like the Chargers playing well, or was that just the Eagles having zero offense?
The Eagles are kind of cooked too. Luckily,
the Eagles are weird. Yeah, dude, the Eagles. We've been saying this all years. They're pretenders, and everyone would have laughed at us a month ago, but they're pretenders, dude. They're pretenders. Oh my goodness, they're a miserable football team. Like the Patriots are legit. I really do actually think that. The Broncos are winning games, but not by a lot, so I'm not sure on them. But yeah, you got to say at this point, like, there's just certain teams that are absolutely done. And to me, that's the Eagles. Really, the Steelers. Dude, if they make the playoffs, the Steelers are not doing anything.
I can't believe they won last week. I did not think that was going to happen.
Maybe that proves the Ravens suck, dude. And we've been saying that for how long? The Ravens are not good, right? The Steelers are bad too, but I think they're just a little bit better than the Ravens. So it's just kind of shocking because they're both bad. The Dolphins are really good. By the way, they got red hot, dude. And it's like they got hot too late. Tua's playing out of his mind, and Etienne's playing out of his mind. So it's like, damn it, they missed by 2 games, but they're really good, dude. Like if you actually watch their games now, woo. I'm happy they're out of the playoffs, man. They are red hot. They're really good. They might go the next 4 games and win. I mean, if they get lucky, right, you'd need the Texans to lose all their games other than one, because the Texans play the Colts one
Yeah.
more time, right? The Colts could lose out. The Ravens could lose out. The Chiefs could lose out. The Dolphins could make it. I mean, if the Texans only win one more game, I could see that happening. The Colts
Wow.
could lose out. The Colts could actually lose out, right? Those things could actually they could happen. But you need the Texans to basically flop, which I don't know if they will.
Yeah.
I'm not
I
sure.
mean, the Dolphins got to win out, so they'd have to beat the Patriots. They'd have to.
Dude, the Dolphins are hot. Oh my goodness. What
need
got
to get-
into Tua, dude? What got into Tua?
I don't know. He broke out of whatever
Concussion?
CTE
Yeah.
spell he was in.
That concussion thing that he had, yeah. He broke out of it.
Well, no, it's just it's firing other neurons in his brain. It's
Yeah.
like-
It went into the good ones that actually throw the
yeah,
ball.
yeah,
Yeah, I got you.
yeah. That actually throw the ball well. That actually remember how to play football.
Now we remember how to play ball.
It's like, oh yeah, I'm a number 1 draft pick. I'm
oh
supposed to,
yeah, yeah.
supposed to,
I'm
like, win
Tua. I
football games.
forgot.
Yeah, I'm Tua.
No, Achen's playing really well too. I think you
Yeah.
have him on your fantasy team, right, Goggins?
I've got him. Yeah, he's very, very
Oh.
consistent.
He's a monster. He's hard to
I
tackle.
bet you've been disappointed in Jonathan Taylor the last few weeks.
Yeah, he's been terrible. The
He
last,
has not been great.
yeah, he's been. I mean, not that I stood a chance at making the playoffs in this league because I think Lombardi cooked the books and gave me the hardest schedule. But the
like the old heads. It was a tough start, but you'll be okay. You'll be okay.
but the
It's because you picked up. It's because you picked up the best running back. That's what happens.
yeah,
The team that picks up the best running back is always the worst team.
yep. You're right, Hulk.
You put all your eggs in one basket, and that's what happens.
Yep.
You shouldn't have done that.
And that's okay. It's 1 year. It's only 1 year. All right.
You picked too many old heads. I don't know
Too many
what
old
you can
heads.
expect.
Yeah, too many guys over the hill. You know what I'm saying? Next
Yeah.
year will be better. Better.
we just got a lot of lumps and bumps on my team. It's kind of like some of these guys can pop off and then they go silent for 3 weeks, and it's
Yeah.
very hard to manage. Terrible effort out of the old guys this year, but
That's
Yeah.
okay. Honestly, it's all about luck, dude. Sometimes like your team plays well, you lose by 3 because the other team played a little bit better, right? So that happened to you against me. I'm like, dude, I thought you were gonna kill me. And somehow I went crazy. Like Gibbs had a monster game. So it's like you just never know. And I got Gibbs, man. So Gibbs is like the fantasy steal of the year.
Yeah,
Like,
Lombardi, you did that to me too.
I'm
freaking
sorry,
Gibbs.
guys. I'm sorry.
Gibbs did that to me too.
I'm sorry.
I was about to beat you. I was about
I
to
know.
win, and then Gibbs scored like 30 points. Like, what the fuck?
Dude, I got this guy Gibbs. He's pretty good.
Yeah, this Gibbs
But-
guy.
You know,
Dude,
it's those
Yeah.
years.
I've got 200 more. I'm looking almost, or no, 200 more points scored against me than you, Kyle, this year.
You know what? Yeah,
I'm dead last in points against. I'm telling you, it's a defensive issue.
yeah. We just got to fix your defense next year. We'll be okay. But
How do you play defense? How do you play? I wish. Is there a way for us to play defense? Can we like?
yeah,
The only way you can play defense is if you like find the guys on the person you're playing against team and you like order a hit on them or something.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
like those phones. Start
Yeah.
scrambling, scrambling rosters.
Defense does matter in fantasy football.
break into someone in the league's phone and you like trade all their best players to yourself.
Yeah. Let's use AI to hack everything. Yeah, I like that. How can AI hack
Awesome to go.
phones and change fantasy rosters? Yes. Maybe that's a good use of our time, Goggins. We should be looking at
Take your opponent out on a night out on like a Saturday night and just get him absolutely destroyed so he forgets to set his lineup.
Yeah. Put all the injured guys in. There's no
Yeah.
no corruption in that, you know. That all makes sense to me.
Dude, no, I mean, I think the biggest indicator of fantasy success is your draft order. I think
Yeah.
it's purely draft order.
Yeah.
I think there's like a pretty crazy correlation between if you have like the yeah, if you got an early pick in the draft, they can do a lot of damage.
Oh, for
Depending
sure.
on the year, but
I
like
don't
there's
know.
some particular guys just go absolutely crazy.
I will say too, you guys, you entered the league with keeper, like it's a keeper league. You two got the worst teams in the league. So you know
I got
that's
to keep
probably,
Lamar though. I had Lamar on my
you
team.
got to keep Lamar, but I'm
I
just saying, like, if you
Yeah.
would have just probably just if it was a new league, we just had started the league, that probably would have helped you a little bit more. Because I got to keep Gibbs, right? So like I had a team last year. I kept Gibbs in my keeper spot, and I kind of got a steal, right? Like, so yeah, it's just one of those things. You guys kind of were left with what you were left with, but next year will be better, I think, because
Yeah.
you do whatever you want with your own team, if that's fair. But like, dude, Goggins got Jonathan Taylor, like
Yeah,
that's the best player in fantasy through
That
the
wasn't
first.
even fair. You got to keep him. That's not even fair.
that's why
I
this
mean,
is like a paradox. I look at my roster even today. I'm like, I like this roster. Like 9
yeah,
times out of 10, this team should win. And watch, they'll score like 85 points.
yeah.
AJ Brown will be yelling shit at the coach. Stafford is
Yeah,
gonna
you got AJ Brown. Damn it, you got
Stafford's
AJ.
gonna slip a disc.
Yeah.
Oh man, Achan is questionable, man. That's
Oh, he
tough.
is. He is okay. Okay.
Harrison Jr. Dang, your team's pretty good.
That's what I'm saying. Like on paper, we're unreal. In practice,
Yeah.
we're terrible. It's
Yeah.
it's
On paper,
all
we are
That's
the
brutal.
best team in the league, you know, until we play the game.
You scored 96 points last week. That's brutal.
Come on, Goggins. You got to pick that
if
up.
we didn't have to actually play football, we'd be unstoppable.
Mark Andrews is a mistake. Mark Andrews is a mistake. You gotta
Oh,
get him out of there.
Mark Andrews, the
But I've
classic.
tried. I've been cycling tight ends with little success.
Yeah, Mark Andrews is a big mistake. That was a major bad pickup on the draft side. Because I know
But
you had to draft him.
I think it's a learning lesson for everyone, right? Don't draft Mark Andrews. Just don't
Don't
do it.
draft that guy. Come
Yeah.
on, dude. He just dropped the game winning touchdown pass last year. You
Yeah.
can't
You
draft
can't be
him.
draft. Yeah, you can't be drafting that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's just been one of those years where like any week that I score like 150, the guy I'm playing scores 170.
Yeah.
And then the weeks that I score 180, the guy I'm playing scores 80. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's just like
Yeah.
just like a bad. Yeah, my good weeks don't really matter, and my bad or my like average weeks. I'm not winning any games on my average weeks. That's been my issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had some bad luck, but Pandemonium team, like your team's pretty good too. I think.
My team's
I
pretty
don't know,
good.
man.
Yeah.
Like
I made
you
some.
scored a lot of points. You've scored a lot of
I've
points.
kept my team. I've kept my team in it with some waiver wire pickups. I've been flexing a lot of receivers. I picked up some guys. Christian Watson was a good pickup. Juan Jennings was a good pickup. I picked up Alec Pearson, Mooney. I started Mooney for a week. He didn't play that great.
Yeah.
I started him the week. I forget. There's someone on Tampa there's someone on Atlanta that was hurt. Drake London was hurt. So I started Mooney. So I was like, oh, Mooney's gonna play well. He didn't.
He's done nothing. Yeah.
It did nothing. But yeah,
Well, I had
You know, keep-
Scadaboo. Scadaboo would
pick
have. Come on, Scadaboo. You should have drafted Scadaboo.
the biggest strategy is just to pick the defense that's playing the worst team in the league every
Yeah.
single week.
Yeah. No, it helps, man. Like great defense. You need 3 good receivers. You need 4 good running backs. You need a top 5 quarterback. I got lucky, man. Like Dak is playing out of his mind. I was actually like worried about Dak, but he's playing really well. Like
Yeah.
that's why I'm winning the league. Is Dak is playing really well. Devontae Adams he's leading the NFL in touchdown receptions, and he's my 3rd guy. So like, dude, if you get lucky like that and you hit on a guy, and I hit on Devontae, yeah, you just kind of get lucky with stuff.
Yeah.
And obviously, we all have good players. We all have really good elite players, but like Gibbs is my guy, right? You're Goggins. You got Jonathan Taylor. And Jonathan Taylor is still the best running back, I think, in fantasy over the whole season. But yeah, if you get like that third receiver that's playing really well, those sneaky 15 to 25 points that no one sees, that's where you kind of sneak up on people, right? And you get lucky, whatever.
Yeah.
This is my problem though. Like I look at Kyle, your team, you've outscored everybody in the league by at least 200 points. Basically.
I'm not too bad at picking a team,
You're so far ahead of everybody offensively, and then I look at your roster.
Yeah,
I would take my team. Like I would take my
I
team.
know, for sure.
3-11. I'm
For
3-11, and I would still take my team over your roster.
So
Nico Collins is good.
What has happened, honestly, is I got 3 number 1 receivers, and they're all playing really well. Like, dude, it's just like that's just how it goes, you know. Like,
But this is why. Look at last week. Freaking Dak scored 30, Gibbs scored 38, and your defense scored 30.
Yeah,
And your kicker scored 23.
I know.
What the heck? Kickers are not supposed to score more than 20 points.
Let's go.
That is not allowed.
Yeah, actually, it's all because you have the Seattle defense.
Seattle defense is the best defense in the NFL. I told you guys on the fantasy side.
Dang, one of the weeks you scored 47 points with the Seattle defense.
Yeah, pick sixes. They had 2 touchdowns that week. That's why.
Gibbs scored 66 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
that's crazy. That's more than my whole roster.
He had an incredible game. It was insane. But Josh Allen beat me this week. He had 46 points on me. I think he had a 45-yard rushing touchdown. But anyways, like I've also lost in those ways too, though. Like a guy will have an insane week, score 182, and I got 176. So yeah, you just get lucky sometimes, right? Like this year, my team, it's been luck. I honestly Dak is playing way better than I thought. Devontae's playing way better than I thought he would. I kind of got lucky, man. And I had Scattaboo, but he got hurt. So I was like, oh shit, like I have no second running back. I had J.K. Dobbins. He got hurt for the year too. So I'm down to my 4th-string running back, right? So I don't know. We'll see. I'm in the playoffs, but I think that Darrell, if he makes it, he has a better team than me. Yeah, so we'll see if he makes it because he's in 5th right now.
I'm gonna take him out. I'm in 6th place right now.
Yeah,
like I said, I'm on the hunt. I'm on the hunt.
Woo!
I'm gonna take him out.
Don't let him in. Right? That's all I'm saying, man.
Don't let him in.
This is the last week of regular season, right? So,
all right,
we gotta finish strong. We gotta show our colors. All right.
Yeah. Well, I think that's a good place to end it. This has been the Rest Period After Dark. Thank you guys for watching.
Woo!
Kyle's cheating in fantasy. It's the only explanation.